What's going on, guys? This is Jordan back for Norfolk Gaming, and welcome back to another top 5 video. Now, if you guys watched last week's top 5, then you would know that I left you guys the choice between my top 5 ice types or my top 5 grass types. And straw poll results are in, of course, and you obviously already know the outcome, but by almost 3 times as many votes, we are going to be counting down my top 5 ice type Pokemon this week. Now, if you haven't been to my type top 5s before, then you may not know that with my top 5s they're a bit different. With my top 5s I prevent overlap by not including any Pokemon that have ice as their secondary type. So we're only counting Pokemon with ice as their primary type or only type. So that means Pokemon like Lapras, who is a water ice type, will not be counted. But on the other hand, like Pokemon like Jinx, who are ice psychic, they will be included because they're primary ice type. So yeah. So let's have a good time and let's get into the top 5. In at number 5 we have Glalie. Glalie, I love. I have always loved Snorunt. It is one of the cutest, amazing, awesome Pokemon ever, and it evolves into a freaking snowball. Who, in their life, has not had a snowball fight? If you have not had a snowball fight in your life, then you probably aren't. You probably don't have snow where you live ever. But Glalie is pretty much a snowball, and that's what I love. I know it's called the face Pokemon, and it's quite frightening slightly, but I don't know what it is, but I think most of it, I know it's Mega has boosted its love, my love for it a lot more, because it's just hilarious with its mouth like almost detaching from its body, and it's so weird. But I don't know, I love that it look, Ash got one in the anime. That was one of my favourite things, considering Ash never evolves his Pokemon, and he actually got a Snorunt and evolved it. I'm quite shocked, but I love Glalie, so that's what's at number 5 this week. In at number 4 is the shadiest goddamn bird you will ever goddamn see in the Pokemon world. Of course it is Delibird. I love this thing. It brings so much joy, and it is pretty much a joy Pokemon. I love it. I really do. If you haven't seen the Pokemon Insurgents Let's Play, we did get one as a mystery gift called Little Helper, and that just reminded me of Christmas, because we did start that around Christmas. So that was really awesome. I love Christmas. Who doesn't? And it's actually, despite what I would expect, it's not actually that bad a Pokemon either in battle, competitive wise. So I don't know. I just love it. It's of course Shady Penguin was probably one of like the reasons that I started doing Pokemon on YouTube. Probably around June last year, May time, back almost a year actually, but it is one of the people that got me into Pokemon on YouTube, so thank you to him, and of course the beautiful Delibird that represents him. So that's it. Yeah. In at number 3 is the weirdest, well, I don't know, I was quite surprised when I was looking through all the ice types, and I was like, actually, where this Pokemon ended up. But of course, at number 3 you can see we have Cubchoo. Cubchoo, I honestly, in my opinion, prefer it to Beartic. I know Beartic's probably it's obviously more powerful, but I prefer Cubchoo, like, in its design and everything. I love its shiny, like Beartic's shiny can not, but I swear that I didn't know about it before I did everything for this, but if you read the Pokédex entry, it makes Snot powerful. That's pretty much what it says. It sniffs the snot back up because the mucus provides the raw material for its moves. That is just hilarious. Slightly disgusting, but that is hilarious. Cubchoo's adorable. That's why it's at number 3 this week. In at number 2, we have the power, the beast, the tank of Pokemon that's coming in. Oh my god, we have Mamoswine. I love this thing. I love woolly mammoths. I do like the dinosaurs and that like prehistoric era a lot, and growing up, my mum is a big loved woolly mammoths. She still does, but I mean like I don't know about it as much anymore. But she just collected like all these like little soft toy woolly mammoths and stuff, and I probably played with them a lot in my childhood, and it's kind of rubbed off on me a bit. Not as much as monkeys, if you didn't see last week, so go check it out. But this thing is just powerful. Look at that attack, 130 in attack. That's ridiculous. But probably part of it is, I don't know if you guys may or may not know, but I love all of the Gen 4 evolutions to Pokemon from previous generations are probably some of my favorite Pokemon, period. Like, out of every single Pokemon, a lot of those Pokemon are my favorites, and Mamoswine is definitely up there with them, so that's why it's number 2 this week. Claiming the number 1 spot is Articuno. Articuno, by far, is awesome. I love this thing. I know people probably won't agree with me when I say this, but to me, Articuno is my favourite, and probably in my, one of the best. Well, obviously it's one of the best. It's best of 3, but I think it's the best legendary bird. I don't know about anyone else, but I love Articuno. It's so elegant and it's so graceful. Moltres is probably my least favourite. Zapdos is somewhere in the middle, but Articuno just stands out to me. I think it was, I can't remember what boss it was in the first Mystery Dungeon game, but that, I always remember that. Obviously not perfectly, but it's I love it. I know it's got 4 times weakness to rock, but who gives a damn? It's Articuno, I love it. And probably one of the reasons that it is at number 1 is, if you guys don't know, Fire Red was my first Pokemon game, and I struggled with it a lot, the Elite Four, when I was growing up, and I really didn't do very well. But you still get to catch legendary Pokemon before you take on the Elite Four, and Articuno was actually the first legendary Pokemon I have ever caught in any Pokemon game. Didn't want, no, because the Seafoam Islands, you just go in there and traverse all that, and then you're like, oh, there's this bird thing. Oh, what? Oh, it's adorable. Well, not adorable. It is adorable. It's very handsome. Let's put it that way. It's a very majestic bird. That's the good word. And I caught it, and I was like, I've got this thing, and yeah, I love it. So that is what is at number 1 this week. Good old Articuno. So that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, these are my opinions. If you have your own, make sure you go put your top 5 down in the comments, because I would love to see what you think. And of course, go in the description and vote in the straw poll, because this week we are going to choose between the 2 enemies, Ice types, greatest enemies, we could pretty much say, because we are going to bring Grass back. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to put it against Dragon, because Ice is good against both of them. So that was my reasoning for that. So go vote on that, Grass or Dragon, and yeah, make sure you put everything down in the comments of what you thought of my list, what your list is, because it would be really awesome to see. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you next video. Goodbye.